get a membership of a substantial number of members of the party. They may not be a majority, even minority of the party with you. Claim then that there is a split in the party. Attempt to change the leadership. You can't do that. If you can muster up majority mullahs, you will become the party. If you can't muster up majority mullahs, then you say there's a split in the party. Then the election commission will decide who. July, there is no meeting of the party. There is no notice, there is no venue, there is no time, there is no evidence of any meeting. This is the problem. So you don't go by the constitution. You don't claim to have a split. You say the legislative party or 30 of them, 38 of them are the political party. And then, mullahs, you go with the BJP and get yourself anointed as the chief minister of the state.
Two aspects. One relating to the leadership issue, which is staring in the face of the speaker at least. That is one aspect of the matter. How does one deal with it?
Other is?
That's what is staring in the face of the speaker.
Yes.
Leadership issue.
Yes.
Particularly in the context of the legislators.
Correct.
Now, another aspect I want your exposition on that is that legislators double up as the political leaders in every district.
Yes.
They are the same legislator.
Yes, yes.
Here he is a legislator. In a district, he is a leader.
Yes.
And normally we all know that in the district, the legislators are the top leaders.
Correct.
Invariably.
Correct.
An MLA in a district is not.
Correct.
So therefore, he wears the hat of a political leader and he comes into the legislative assembly and he is a legislator there.
Yes.
So therefore, he in a way represents the political perspective also.
Sure.
While he is performing the function of a legislator.
Sure, sure.
So therefore, the question arises as to how, there's some kind of an overlap with respect to the position of a legislator as a person representing the political part of the political party.
Yes.
At what stage and what is the test to determine it? Sadiq Ali is in a different context. But of course, substantially, what you have told us that the batting order or for the speaker is first to determine the 10th schedule issue. But in the context of these two factors, I just wanted your...
Well, that's what happens is, I tell your lordships, I represent a particular assembly constituency in a state. The nature of that constituency may be entirely different from the nature of another constituency 100 miles away. The nature of issues may be entirely different, mullahs. As your lordship knows, mullahs, the spread of the other backward classes and constituencies are different in different states, different in one state also. The nature of the population, the SC/ST may be more, SC may be less, backward may be more. Mullahs are highly complex issues. But when you come to the legislature, you're not looking at your constituency. You're looking at the issues of the state and the politics of the state in the context of including the nature of the problems that you may face in your constituency. So, mullahs, in fact, the interests of the legislature, when it comes to the interests of the state, are subjugated. The interest of his district or his particular parliamentary constituency is subjugated to the larger interests of the state. That's why it's the whip who decides what should be done, what should not be done. But you are right, there is an element of interplay, mullahs. But he can't, on the context of that element in his own interest, his constituency, say that I will not obey the whip of the party. That's the nature of the animal, mullahs. And therefore, mullahs, he has to do that. As far as the speaker is concerned, mullahs, the speaker has no choice in the matter. Speaker has only conveyed what the party conveys to him. Speaker has no individual right to say you are the whip or you are, I now proclaim you to be the whip. That can't.
Here there is no overt act in the nature of the legislator calling the members of the party to have a prior meeting and thereafter the legislators themselves...
Even that can be done. Mullahs, according to even that can be. Supposing all of them said, and the party whip said otherwise.
You are saying that the legislators can sit together and take a decision?
Yes, mullahs, because they will have to obey the party.
No. Can the legislators sit together and say that now we are the party?
No, they can't. They can't. They can't. Well, then there's only merger, Malas. That's the only difference is paragraph 4, Malas. That can't be. Well, this is the conundrum, Malas. This is a conundrum which was
But
faced
the
in-
same legislators don't sit in the parliament, but go out and call for a meeting.
of the political party, yes.
As a political party.
Only yes, they can.
As a political, as if it's under the banner of a political.
That they can't do, Malas. That they can't do.
But then if they are the majority?
No. They are majority in the legislature, Malas. Yes, they are the majority in the legislature. There's no doubt about that. But they can't call a meeting of the political party because they are bound by the constitution
You'll have to
of the party.
slightly also explain to us how in Sadiq Ali they got over this problem. Just
Well,
explain
Sadiq Ali, I'll tell you Rotip straight away. Sadiq Ali, it's Congress J and Congress O. And the court said in Sadiq Ali that both Congress J, both in the organizational wing as well as in the legislature, in parliament, have a majority. So there's no issue at all.
Then that Kerala money.
Both you have to see. Both you have to see. The organizational wing as well as the not one.
Additional.
That's correct. That's correct. Correct.
There were.
That's right. So that's what they
And also identical in that, I don't know what that name in Kerala, that money, what is that?
Unni
Interest
Krishnan.
money.
Unni Krishnan.
No, some of the-
Money.
Some matter.
Kerala Congress. I'll find out, Malas. We'll find out.
Recent
Malas, the
decision of the High Court.
question is, they are bound by the constitution. There's a constitutional procedure given by the party constitution through which they can articulate their opinions, which is exactly what Brahmanan says. This is why I was reading it.
Let's take.
Precisely the point. My Lord, the Chief Justice also asked me that question. I'm trying to answer that. To take a view that the Commission, while deciding cases falling under paragraph 15 of the Symbols Order, should not be concerned with the party constitution would be to introduce utter chaos in the functioning of the political parties in the country, and the operation of the Symbols Order would be rendered a plaything between the various shades of opinion or groups in the political party. It cannot be gainsaid that a group claiming to be a particular party must abide by its own constitution,
Yes.
which imposes contractual obligation on its members unless it is shown that a clear impasse had been reached where the functioning of the party could not be carried out in accordance with its own constitution. To ensure a healthy standard of political life, the Commission should not lay down any procedure which will make it easy for the established political parties to break up at the slightest pretext. The Commission considers that a group or section which wants to form a rival group within a party must declare itself a rival group and assert that there has been a split in the party. It must show that it has exhausted all the remedies available to it under the constitution of the party to assert its majority, but that the other group has frustrated its efforts whimsically or capriciously and is not itself function in accordance with the provisions of the constitution of the party or democratic norms. The rival group must also show that it has no alternative but to come to the Commission to establish its majority in the party. So the answer, Malas, to the question is, you have to, under the constitution, go to the party. Make all efforts. Raise your voice, articulate your opinion. Get a membership of a substantial number of members of the party. They may not be a majority, even minority of the party with you. Claim then that there is a split in the party. Attempt to change the leadership. You can't do that. If you can muster up majority, Malas, you will become the party. If you can't muster up majority, Malas, then you say there's a split in the party. Then the election commission will decide who gets the symbol. And that also from a future date, Malas. Now, Malas, the question here, unfortunately, is there is no meeting of any party. Meeting is in party in legislatures in Assam. What is the political party and the members of the political party in Maharashtra have anything to do with the meeting of legislators in Assam, Malas? And it's not even their claim. So you don't call a party meeting. You have not called it prior to 21st of June. And Malas, what's very interesting is that in Sadiq Ali, that's a principle that your lordships must keep in mind. The court said that I will not go into the actions that have taken place after there has been a dissonance between two factions, because each section has thrown out people in the other section and vice versa. I will take the position prior to that. That is, what was the state of the party prior to that? In this case, prior to 21st June. There's nothing prior to 21st June. There is no split. There is no attempt to split. There is no talk of split. So, how does paragraph 15 come in? Paragraph 15 comes in only when there are two factions pursuant to a split. There is no case of a split. The case of a split happens on the 18th of July, according to the petition before the Election Commission. We are dealing with disqualification on 21st of June. And 18th of July, there is no meeting of the party. There is no notice, there is no venue, there is no time, there is no evidence of any meeting. Because if there is a meeting of the party, notices must also come to us because we happen to be the party. No notice even to their own people is shown. So, the question of paragraph 15 also doesn't arise. That we'll argue at 3:30, but this is the problem. So, you don't go by the constitution. You don't claim to have a split. You say the legislative party or 30 of them, 38 of them are the political party. And then, you go with the BJP and get yourself anointed as the chief minister of the state.